I wish we could say it wasn't true, but it does look like the price of Mounjaro is going up in the UK. Prices are said to go up to about 170%. If you're paying £120 for 2.5 milligrams, you'll be looking at paying £205. If you're paying £200 for 15 milligrams, you'll be looking at paying £340. These are coming into action on the 1st of September. It's not ideal, but this is what we're going to do. First of all, we're going to understand why it's happening. So supposedly from resources, it's happening because the US are going through political struggles and they understand that the UK are getting their prices on Mounjaro a lot cheaper than other developed countries. So they want to make sure that it's fair and it's aligned. Also heard that investor companies are putting pressure on Eli Lilly because they want their money back. They've put a lot of money into the research and development and now they're like, I would like a return. Kind of makes sense, doesn't surprise me. While I think all of this is true, we do also need to be aware that the UK is very good at scaremongering. Reports on the news, but you've got to be aware that they are very good at scaremongering. So it might not be as high as we think it is. But I understand that we're still going to be scared, so this is what I'm going to do to approach this. I'm going to order as much as I can before the 1st of September without damaging my finances. Like, I'm going to be realistic with what I can afford. And then at least I have a 3-month plan while I figure things out. For others, I appreciate this is not feasible. Personally, I would just hang tight and even consider, if the prices do skyrocket, moving over to Waverley. Claims are that it's not as effective. It still has that GLP-1 component. What you need to remember is that these pharmacy companies that we're buying the medication from, they want your sale. They're relying on your sale. They're a business too. So it wouldn't surprise me if they find ways to cut the cost down. Maybe they buy in bulk, maybe they wholesale it so they can cut the cost cheaper to you. Maybe they make personal deals with Eli Lilly. It wouldn't surprise me if people are going to buy at the higher end of the milligrams and then microdose it or draw it out individually. Obviously, I'm not promoting that, but I can kind of detect what's going to go on, and I don't blame people for doing that because it means that you can get a medication for, yes, the higher price to begin with, but then you can split it into smaller prices. I don't know, is that what people are going to do? I'd love to know everyone else's thoughts on this. Like, is this going to be an absolute deal breaker for you? Are you going to splash the cash and still continue to stay on Mounjaro, or are you going to think about moving over to Waverley? Let me know your thoughts.